Cooper.
Good morning. How are y'all?
We're just fine. We're glad you came for this meeting that you called and asked for a meeting. So we were just wondering what your concerns were.
Well, my son, Jonathan, he, as y'all know, is very gifted, and he is involved in this group cooperative learning situation in your classes. And I just want to let you know it's not working for him. He is he's not being challenged on his level, and it concerns myself and his dad. And I just wanted to come here and see what could be done to correct this situation.
Okay, well, we probably will need to leave him in cooperative groups, but we can do away with his tutoring if that helps.
Well, you're not understanding me. I'm going to back up and say it one more time. He is very high as far as his ability and his thinking. He's gifted. And this has been based on the test that the district's provided. And he was involved in cooperative learning groups in kindergarten. He's mastered that skill, and now we're wanting him to be challenged above his ability. We want him to walk away from this learning situation with far more knowledge than what you're providing. And it's going to stop, and we are going to have our child educated in a proper manner.
Well, now, Ms. Cooper, you know that we are educating him in a proper manner. In my class, English, he does really well and gets along with all the students and is doing a fine job.
It's not about him getting along with people. He gets along with people great. He has a wonderful personality. I'm talking about his ability to learn. He's not being able to be challenged on his level when he's having to deal with students that are lower than him. And we just can't tolerate that.
We don't do group work in my class.
Well, which class is it then?
In my class, we do group work.
Okay, well,
But it gives him a chance, it challenges him to be a leader.
he's already a leader. He's
Exactly,
established
so now
that
he gets to
in
practice those
Boy
skills.
Scouts, in church. He's a leader there. He doesn't need to be a leader here. He needs to walk away with extra learning so that he will be equipped to deal with the higher classes that he's obviously going to take in high school.
Well, what if we gave him extra work in addition to the group work?
But that's not the point. The point is, in your class,
Correct.
you don't need to group him with lower students. I've heard something from him about the grades are weighted, and that concerns me because I don't want my son carrying the grades for all of the other students.
Well, the grades are weighted so that the group work doesn't count as heavily as individual work, so that it is
I want
important
his
that
grades to count for himself, not for the group. I want him to be challenged, and I want him out of the cooperative group setting.
So if I understand you correctly, you're saying you don't want your child involved in any group work?
No, he's already managed that, and he's been successful in that in his primary years.
Well, the philosophy of our team is centered around cooperative learning, and so it basically is impossible for us to single him out.
Well, I'm sorry if that's an improbable thing that you can do in your team. I will take this forward if need be to the principal and let him know my concerns. My husband's concerned, I'm concerned, and we do not want our child to be relegated to having to learn in a small group setting with students that are challenged and are at a lower level. We want him to be expanding his knowledge, not having to provide his knowledge to other students. We want him to get the best education that he can while he's at the school. And if you can't do that, I will go to the principal and make sure that he understands our concern. And we will have something done about it. Is that understood? This is just a travesty as far as I'm concerned. I'm sorry. My son deserves more. I'm going to the principal. I think I'm not getting anywhere with y'all, so I'm just going to the principal.
Well, if that's
Your choice.
Wow, she's very angry. I wonder if she's going to take it further than the principal of the school board, but it sounds like she's definitely going to take it to the principal at the least.
Oh, the old hag.
she's no ag, but she still is probably gonna go to Mr. Kramer. And as much as he supports cooperative learning, I still think he will bend over backwards because he doesn't like angry parents. We're gonna have to get to him now to tell him he has to support us.